Welcome everyone, my name is Lady Alex, and this is Say What with Lady Alex. Today I will be talking to you about a few of my passions and why I created this podcast. Aside from my photography and my many craft projects, my true passions lie with gaining knowledge and sharing it with people to help make a growing and positive community. My guest today is an incredible woman on her pursuit to success, and in her wake, she is glamorizing the women around her. Not just a hairdresser, Kanisha Watson is a remarkable woman fighting the stigmas the world puts on many about being beautiful and what that means. She fights for all women around her and in the world and teaches her clients that through proper hair care, you can be confident and charismatic too. Self-care is a luxury. Or is it? When we think about things like spa days and the finer things in life, those tend to be under the luxury category. But as entrepreneurs, 100% focused on chasing our dreams while raising little humans and doing all that it takes to succeed, self-care has a tendency to ride on that back burner. What you don't realize is if the self-care starts lacking, so does everything else. What we don't think about until we're struggling with it is self-care and our outer beauty being tied to our confidence. Confidence then challenges you to be better and to fight for your goals harder. That outer beauty actually is tied to that inner beauty because the more sure of yourself that you are, the more you're willing to push your boundaries and reach for more. An incredible listener, Kanisha prides herself on her ability to listen and connect while beautifying you and teaching you what it takes to maintain that look that you're going for. As a young entrepreneur, Kanisha has managed to balance family, work, and social life with ease and tells us all how she does all of the things. Bare Elements Events, creating life's precious memories, one element at a time. Everything from planning events, providing talented DJs, or photographers trained to perfectly capture your life's moments. You'll receive personalized mementos you'll cherish a lifetime. For booking information, head on over to Facebook, Instagram, or bareelementsevents.com. Hi everybody and welcome back to the 27 Studios. This is Lady Alex and this is Say What with Lady Alex. Today we have the wonderful Kanisha Watson. She is an amazing color specialist at the Posh Salon
on Main Street.
Ooh, girl. And she is going to talk about all the things that she does to keep her life going. She has 3 beautiful daughters.
Yes.
And I do have to say, I loved that post that you did the other day that was like, I don't need a son. Because I feel like I've even been guilty of asking, like, oh, are you guys going to try for a boy?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. I really do think that the world, the universe, God, whatever, gives you what you need. And now that I have 3 girls, I'm not joking you, I don't think that I could handle a boy. Like, what would I even do with a son? Right. I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
If I had to throw Scooby-Doo or, like, Batman or something into the mix, all chaos would break loose. It's just better for the world. It's just better for everyone if I just stick to my 3 little angels.
Well, and I do have to say, boys are incredibly different. My son is sometimes, I'm guilty of saying he's still young enough that he doesn't really understand, but I will look at my daughter and just be like, thank you for being so easy.
Yeah,
like,
no, seriously. I have a lot of friends with sons and I love them more than anything, but yeah, my brain is definitely exhausted from like questions, literally just about like the world that little girls just don't really ask. No. That you're like, wow, I don't know why frogs' eyeballs are slimy. Like, I really don't.
Right? Or, oh, why does the car's wheels go?
Yeah, you're like, some kind of science.
I can't really describe
Albert Einstein. Yeah, he discovered it, and
but you're 2,
that's what you can tell people.
So I don't really need to tell you that. So
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. They just do.
Yes. So tell me, how did you get into your colorology? I know you had your babies, right?
Yes.
And then you just had a dream or a goal, or?
So I actually always wanted to do hair, but I don't. There's always a stigma that is attached to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
I
beauty
was
school dropout.
exactly. So and I was actually a 4.0 student, like all through middle school, high school, until the last few years. I mean, it slacked up a little bit, but it's okay. But at that point, I always had wanted to do hair, but I had told my parents that they were a little disappointed that I wanted to do hair instead of like follow. I was really interested in law as well, and obviously they wanted me to pursue that.
Right.
But anyways, hair was just something that I always wanted to do. I got a lot of flack from it, and then I unexpectedly and fortunately got pregnant at 17. I graduated high school early. At that point, I really just didn't know what I was going to do. I was just working full time, being a single mom. Because my first daughter's dad is unfortunately not around, but I am so thankful for it because we have learned as a family, as everything to like coexist. And she's better off. But anyway, so I had gotten pregnant early. I really was lost. I was a server at Village Inn, like trying my best to just like keep my baby with a roof over her head, do the best I can.
Yeah.
Very shortly after, I met Tim, the love of my life, and we decided to have another baby and just live our best lives. And at that point, we were comfortable enough as a family, financially, like with time and everything, that I could actually start pursuing hair. I just on a whim, like Googled it one day, like how do I sign up for cosmetology school? And of course, there's Intellitech and Salon Professional, and I walked in the Salon Professional, and it was like, boom, I knew I was going to be here. This is everything that I wanted. Yeah. I excelled in school. I jumped and qualified for all these different levels. I graduated top of my class. Like, it's not just the hair. I love getting to know, like, every single person that sits in my chair.
Right.
I really want to know, like, what's going on in your life. Sometimes I feel like I talk too much or maybe ask too much, but I really genuinely just want to know.
Yeah. How
I can help you, like, with your hair or anything. And color just felt, like, supernatural at that point.
Okay.
It's a longer appointment. Mm-hmm. I can really, like, figure you out, but thankfully I have a little bit of, like, artistic background when it comes to, like, painting and things. So I really just enjoy it. Every single thing about hair. Yeah. Every single thing. It is amazing.
Well, I mean, I know that without actually have gone to therapy to begin with, hair appointments were like the go-to ladies therapy.
Absolutely. I always joke with people, my hair is full of secrets, and that's why it's so long. And my hair is really long, so anything you say to me is like super confidential. There was actually, I had seen a few different things where a few states were passing like requirements that hairstylists take like classes in domestic violence, just like a mandatory reporter kind of class, so to speak, so that they can speak out, because I'm telling you guys, I know everything about your family, your enemies, people that you don't even think about, and I love it, and it just stays with me forever. But it is such a bond that I have with my guests, especially my guests that literally come and see me every 6 weeks. Like, I know every single thing. I help you through stuff, and I love it. It's just amazing. I'm an underqualified therapist, but
it is, because you get to go away from your family. You get to take that self-care time, that you time. You get to talk. You get to complain if you want to someone who,
absolutely.
really doesn't care what you say either way. I'm just here to, be there for you.
Well, and thankfully, I try to make them feel as comfortable as possible. A lot of my new guests always end up leaving laughing. I'm pretty good at just keeping people like light-spirited at the salon, because I'm not trying to project anything that I have going on them, because you're coming to relax, live your best life.
Spend a little bit of money.
I'm gonna spend a little money.
I save for myself, which is hard to do as a mom.
It is so hard to do, but it's so worth it, because if you look good on the outside, you feel good on the inside. You project that inner beauty.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter, but in my philosophy, I enjoy, like, really keeping the hair healthy as possible. Right. I don't just go in it to destroy your hair and send you off. Like, we talk about shampoos, conditioners, sprays, heat protectants, smooth sprays. Like, there's so many different products that are specifically tailored for your hair. And at that appointment, I will tell you and recommend whatever I think is going to be best for you. Like, if frizzy hair, dry hair, the most common things in Colorado because it's so flippin' dry here and it's so hot.
Yes.
The sun can damage your hair the same way a flat iron can or a blow dryer, or especially now we're going to be hitting temperatures of 115 degrees. There are sprays that you can put in your hair that are like a sunscreen for your hair.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
There is. Just educate. You really do. You do it all. You educate.
Absolutely. That there is more to than just coloring and cutting your hair when you come to see me. It is the whole package. I feel like a hair doctor. I'm not joking you. Like, I just like write you a little script. We pick some stuff off the walls. Yeah. You take it home, and all those problems that you had before, frizziness, dryness, breakage, color fading, literally any problem that you can ever imagine, there is a shampoo, spray, cream, something for that. And I can help you find it.
That is incredible. And I don't know about you, but when my hair is looking terrible, I just feel awful.
You don't want to do anything. No. Why would you want to style your hair when you're like, oh my God, I hate doing this. Yes. I hate doing that. Every time I straighten it, it's still weird. My hair color is like, I started with blue and now it's like green. Yeah. So it's not flattering. And there are so many ways that even with hair color that are fun. I refer to myself as GJ Mermaid Maker on Instagram because my hair is purple. Most of my friends' hair are purple, green, blue. Yeah. I really enjoy fantasy colors, but none of my guests ever have chemical cuts in their hair. They're always sent home with like color-safe shampoos that you can wash over and over and over again. They'll completely extend the life. There are shampoos now. I'm not joking. If you have purple hair, there's a shampoo that is purple that will actually dye your hair in the shower. It's not the same as like a toning shampoo.
But it just kind of holds that color just a little bit longer.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And it deposits color. Yeah. So if you put it on, your hands are usually
a little purple.
A little toasty. But, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, you can just like shampoo it right in. So like in between appointments, if you're like, oh, maybe I washed my hair in too hot of water a couple times because I was like, it was cold. We just got out of winter, so it's hard to take a freezing cold shower and keep that color integrity there. Right. But you can there's cheater way. If you know how to do it, you can cheat it just a little bit. And I'll tell you my secrets. Like, I'm not joking you. You just have to ask me. Yeah. You just have to ask.
That's incredible because I know a lot of hairstylists just be like, here, now this is how I do it, magic.
Or they expect you to do something that you as a stay-at-home mom, working mom, single woman, like, that you can't do. Mm-hmm. Can you round brush your hair every single day with like 16 round brushes and clip them all in and like have a special Dyson blow dryer? No. You don't have that at home.
No, not usually.
Do you have 45 minutes to style your hair?
No.
Probably not.
No.
So when you come to see me, I try to tailor your daily routine to like, well, okay.
How much time do
you have? 5 minutes to do this in the morning?
Yeah.
Perfect. We can throw a little cream in there. Let me show you how to diffuse with your hairdryer.
Yeah.
Boom. We're done.
Oh, that's incredible.
Absolutely.
That is so wonderful.
It's tailored to you because nobody is the same. Nobody's life is the same.
Right. Exactly. Now, what would you say to those like wonderful ladies who, they do want to take that time. They want to have their hair look nice, but a box color kind of just,
it's easier.
It's easier on my pocketbook.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I completely understand. And I think a lot of times women feel ashamed to maybe tell their hairstylist that, which, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
My producer can edit that out, so you just
perfect
restart it.
My throat. So sorry.
The box color.
Oh, the box color. Yes. Don't feel ashamed to do that. I obviously recommend please don't. It is not worth it. You save a few dollars here, but then you pay for it later when your hair is literally breaking off.
Right.
you can never get it blonde because it's been black 27,000 times over and over and over and over again. But also, tell your hairstylist, because if you come in for regular trims, you're using professional shampoo and conditioner, treatments in between, like, you might be able to make it work.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, you're still going to get an earful from your stylist because it's not good for your hair. But you still need to be honest, because let me tell you guys, if you're not honest about what's on your hair and we go to lighten it, I have seen people's hair, thankfully it wasn't my client, but I have seen it, learning experiences. Their hair is just literally like burning off in the foil, like smoking.
Oh my God.
Just like you pull the foils out, it pulls the hair with it because they used certain box colors that have like salicylic acid in it and all these like
terrible chemicals
that I don't even know, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's just like
that allows them to sell them at a discounted rate.
Exactly. $3, guys. $3.
I mean, you kind of pay for what you get.
Exactly. And I guess if you want your hair to like burn off,
I don't want my hair to burn
I will
off.
help you fix it, but it's going to be easier if you just do it the right way. I mean, like your mom tells you that your entire life, like do it right the first time and you won't have to do it again.
Yep.
So I think it's worth it.
It's totally worth it. Why go out when you can stay in? Lady Alex specializes in fun ladies' night in parties. Pick a craft, pick some drinks, and let's make it an adult house party you'll want to have over and over again. And I don't know about you, but word of mouth is the best form of flattery. So head on over to your favorite platform and let's be friends. You can find me on Instagram as @thereal_Lady Alex or on Facebook at Say What with Lady Alex Podcast. Let's connect. Hey podcasters, musicians, or anyone needing a commercial. Have you heard of 27 Productions? Steven is a legendary producer with a master's in music production. His vibrant vision creates a bright passion for what he does. His expertise ranges from album production with various artists, Say What with Lady Alex Podcast, and many more. Head on over to 27 Productions Facebook and Instagram, and let's record! Be sure to like and subscribe and contact us for booking information, or go to bareelementsevents.com. How do you balance entrepreneurship and home life?
Well, thankfully, I have the most amazing, wonderful support system. My friends, my family, my husband. He just recently made a whole career change so that we could really kind of pursue my passion, make time for it, because it's easy to get stuck in the stay-at-home mom and not be able to pursue what you want. I mean, right. I didn't spend $20,000 in schooling, like, to not do what I love.
Right.
And thankfully, he understands that. So he took a little bit of a pay cut, but we decided to kind of rope it back in. He started a different career path that allowed him to be home more, so that he could help me out with the kids, so we weren't relying so much on daycare, babysitters, whatever that may be. He works kind of evenings, I work days, so thankfully we don't really have to like utilize too much. I do have friends and family that step in a lot that I appreciate so much, because I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Right.
Absolutely not. But that's the key, just like
having that support system.
Just having that support
sure.
system. I feel so blessed, because I know not everybody
has that.
Yeah. So, I'm just super thankful. Super thankful.
For sure. I heard an awesome tip too, that, if you don't really have the family support system like, Kanisha or I do, that really help in those times where you need child care, you find another parent couple that, you really trust, and tell them that you take this weekend, I'll take next weekend, and then you work with each other.
Nope, that's exactly it. Me and a lot of my friends have plenty of arrangements where it's just like, hey, even Miss Lady Alex, like my daughter has spent the night at her house many a time, and I had to work like the following day. She was like, oh, I'll just keep her until you get off.
Yeah,
like,
no
so thankful. I mean, at that point I only had to find someone to watch 2 of my kids.
Right.
So, it's just, you just have to make it an ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Set up something with Your close friends, I guarantee you that they could probably use a babysitter for the same amount of hours. You guys just do like a straight across trade.
Right.
Or lighten the load. That's something else I can give you a tip as. Don't rely on one person. If you do rely on like friends and family, if you can't afford daycare or whatever that may be, don't rely on just one person because then they get burnt out.
Right.
And they don't want to continue helping you. So my advice would be to find a strong net of people that you know you can reach out to. Send them a nice text. I mean, it would be nicer if you called or if you invited them over to talk to them about it. But if you were to be like, hey, can you maybe take the girls on Mondays from 1:30 to 3 until I get off? I'll be right there as soon as I get out of work. And then boom, they're done for the whole week. They only did Monday 1 to 1:33, and most of the time your relatives, they do want to see your kids.
Right.
And let me tell you, a 2.5 hour little time slot is perfect.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
They get all the time they want, and then by the time they're starting to be like, okay, when's your mom?
Yep, they're like, oh, mom
she's on her
needs to be
way.
home. Yep. So that would definitely be my advice, because that's how I just have like I just put like bugs in everyone's ear, like, if there's any way you can help me, I will also reciprocate, because, you know, you never want to just like overstay your welcome or anything like that. So reciprocate. Like if you do have a Wednesday night off, hey, do you work Wednesday night?
Right.
Do you want to go out Wednesday night? Do you want to go to the gym and grocery shopping on Wednesday? Do you want to just take a nap from 4 to 8? I don't even care, man. Like, I will watch your kid.
No judgment. Yeah. I understand.
Absolutely. And if you have to sacrifice a weekend night for a weekday to pursue your passion, I mean, to me, that is worth it.
Right.
That is worth it. What else am I going to be doing?
Right.
So
the time's passing anyway.
You just have to make time for it, guys.
Yeah.
You really do. And you have to see what you can do to better yourself in better your best. Always.
Right. So I feel like my personal, vantage point of certain types of people would be they're already too scared of the ask. How would you inspire people to, actually just try it? Why give it a try? What's the worst that could happen? You're already not doing it already.
You mean like pursuing like a passion of some
if
sort?
If they have a passion, if they're a parent looking for a date night who needs support, how do you, actually get up the nerve to ask for that support?
So honestly, in my opinion, just ask. I'm not joking you. Like, people will respond in a positive way.
Right.
And I think this generation, we are so nervous to talk to each other or ask things of each other. But that's how you make those lifelong connections with people.
You just make the effort.
You have to make the effort. Yeah. And I know it seems weird, or like maybe you feel like you're bothering them. You're probably not. If they're texting you back, you're not bothering them.
Right. Truth.
Get that out of your head that you're bothering someone by asking them for a favor that you will reciprocate. And that's the most important part, guys. Own up to it. Right. You got to pay the piper. Yeah. Sucks. Could give up a Saturday night, but you got to reciprocate. Yeah. And people will reciprocate back to you. It's in human nature to want to help. Right. And if someone understands that you're in a pickle and you are the only option, or, I mean, why wouldn't it, to me, when I have more kids at my house, it's easier. So I'm just like, yeah, you got to go to work, dump them in my backyard. Like, they got a trampoline, whatever, go play, have the best time of your life. Like, kids love to hang out with each other. Yep. I feel like it's easier. Yeah. Just ask. The merrier, because then they occupy themselves. They pay attention to themselves. They're doing things. Well, and think about it this way. If you're nervous about asking, or nervous about asking, or how to ask, or whatever it is, people around you are feeling the same exact way. Yeah. Break the stigma that it's okay to talk to people. It's not weird. You can ask them. For real. And it's really not a big deal, because if it is a big deal and they really can't do it, they will just say, hey, no, sorry. Like, normally it's because they really can't. Right. Because I've never, ever asked somebody to do something for me and I'm sure if like, no, I don't want to. That doesn't sound fun. Hard pass. Exactly. Like, we're so scared of rejection, but how do you know? What's the worst someone could say? No. Oh, okay. Well, on to the next. Who else is in your village? Like, that's what happens. For real. And I really, truly think, your vibe attracts your tribe. And if you have a bunch of people around you that you don't feel like you can trust with your children, then why are they with you? Yep. Exactly. So. It makes it easier, too, when your kids have friends and they see you having friends. because then they're not scared to ask the kids at their school, like, you know, it's just like average, but sometimes my girls will come home and be like, so-and-so didn't want to play with me, or so-and-so were playing and they didn't want me to play with them. And I said, well, did you ask somebody else to play?
Yeah.
She was like, well, I don't have really anybody else in my class that I like. I was like, no, that's not true. There's plenty of friends in your class that maybe you just don't know about them, but go and ask them. Like, find 2 other girls that you've never played with before, see what they're doing, and just go up and be like, hey, can I play with you guys?
Yeah.
Maybe they want to play with you too. Like, it literally just kind of goes back to like basic communication skills.
Yeah.
Just ask.
Just being able to get out there. I know I went to the Women's Network little meetup that they had at the brewery, and I thought it was really funny because everyone kept saying, oh my gosh, like, you're so cute, you just walk up to people. And I was really shocked by that because I'm starting a business, so I'm trying to get myself out there, and why wouldn't I do that?
Because this day and age, I swear, people are waiting for a friend request on Facebook before they can like be like, oh, I've seen that face before after I creeped on you for 27 minutes. So it's just one of those things that you just can't be weirded out by it.
Right.
Like, you just can't. And don't be afraid to meet new people. Like, I know it was weird because you probably still have, like, most of the same people that you knew from high school as friends. And they're in your comfort zone because they know everything about you and you don't have to start all over. It's basically like a relationship, like dating relationship. I've heard so many people say, I wish there was, like, a Tinder for friends.
For just adult friends.
Just adult friends without it being weird. And it's crazy. Like, we already have that. At that point, that's what Facebook is.
Or
like,
that's just being in real life.
Stop being scared to go out of your way and be like, hey, you know, you like all of my memes on Facebook. We have a lot of stuff in common. Is there any chance, like, you got kids, I got kids, can, like, we hang out and, like, coexist? And, of course, it's the first time meeting is going to be weird because it's like a first date.
Yeah.
Like,
always a little awkward.
It's always a little awkward. Like, so
gotta meet this
anyways,
person. I'm scared about how I am or how I'm gonna be judged.
Yep.
And
how far do I let them in? Like, no.
I'm pretty weird, and
I'm weird too.
I mean, do I go full weirdo right out the gate?
I'm weird, guys, and I've never gotten rejected. I'm just saying. So, if you can do it, okay? It's just stepping out of your comfort zone. And if you think about it, it was easier to make friends in high school because you were around these kids like all day, every day. Yeah. And that's all you had to focus on, really. I mean, I'm sure we were paying attention to our teachers, but we were also looking for friends and boyfriends and whatever, hangout groups. Aspects. Like, hey, you have a party this weekend? Yep. Like, you just have to put yourself out there the same way you would in high school. Get some guts the same way you did back then. I mean, it's hard, but just break the stigma because it's so weird.
Well, and what's the worst that can happen? You find someone that you're like, hey, I think that person's cool. Hey, I think you're cool. Yeah. Oh, you don't think I'm cool? That's okay. Hey, that guy was weird.
Yeah, then exactly. Then you know, you're like, oh, well, I guess never mind on that. But I've really never heard of anyone or seen it myself or been a victim to it of literally if I were to reach out to someone and be like, no.
Yeah.
Don't be that scared. Like, that's so rude. Like, would you say that to someone? I highly doubt it. Even if you thought they were weird, it's just one of those, like, be polite. Yeah. You can still be polite.
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to talk to you for, like, 10, 15 minutes.
Maybe
and
why can't really you be a lending
ear? Yeah. Why can't you be a lending ear for just a minute to just entertain someone that obviously wants to get to know you? And at that point, you really should just try because you never know.
Yeah. And opportunities may arise. They might know someone who is right on the path to where you need to be.
They might be the most loyal person that you could ever imagine. And you guys had just never crossed paths, in real life. Like, it happens. Like, just don't be afraid to really go out there and do it.
Right.
Talk to people.
And I think in today's day and age, with the rise of social media being such at its height, that we need to stop, realize that there is a world outside of social media, and you can say hi to people, you can be vulnerable, and that not only teaches the younger generation that it's okay to do that, but it creates people of the same generation to be role models to each other.
Wow, that girl really just came up to me and asked me to hang out this weekend, like, as a friend, obviously, but, like, why not?
Yeah.
Why can't you just go up to a girl and be like, hey, I really like your hair. Yeah. Where do you get it done? Like, or whatever it may be. I really like your dress.
Right?
Like, thanks, it has pockets. Perfect. Where'd you get it? Like, do you want to go with me sometime? Like, why not? Why isn't that, like, a thing? I just don't understand.
And I don't know about y'all, but I've never been complimented and been like, oh, that person sucked.
Yeah, for real. Like, wow, what a weirdo. I can't believe
that.
they told me the dress that I took 45 minutes to find this morning wasn't cool. Like, thanks a lot.
Jerk.
Yeah, for real. It just does not happen.
So, back to creeping. Where can all of us little creeps go to follow you and find where you're doing all the things and hanging out?
So, I'm actually at 309 Main Street, Posh Salon and Boutique. It's not only a salon, but we have eyelashes, tanning. We also have a boutique in there. The stuff is so freaking cute. I know when you hear boutique, you're like, oh my gosh, it's probably like $87 for a bralette, but it's not. It's very reasonably priced.
Nice.
Everything is good quality.
Right.
It's for everybody. I mean, I can fit in it. Alexis can get in it. She's amazing. We're all just like little models. We take turns putting on clothes, taking pictures for you guys. Like, come in and shop. I mean, it's a local shop. Like, you're supporting local business. You're supporting us.
Awesome.
But anyways, yeah, so Posh Salon and Boutique. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Me personally, I am GJ Mermaid Maker on Instagram. And then I'm also Kanisha at Posh Salon and Boutique on Facebook. So you can find me both ways.
Perfect.
But yeah, just remember mermaids, and I'm here for you.
Yeah, I know we all want to try and look like a mermaid.
Oh my God, 'tis the season.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about your life and how to get through the days and how you do all the things.
Girl, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, guys, and stay super beautiful on the inside.
Yes.
It's not that hard. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
Perfect. Thank you. Are you a rock star female of Western Colorado who's constantly working your butt off to achieve your goals? Would you like a chance to tell Lady Alex and your friends about your passions? Big or small accomplishments, I'm calling all awesome moms, bosses, wives, and all-around lady bosses out to be on the new Say What podcast with Lady Alex. Finally stop trying to make yourself smaller and spotlight all your accomplishments that make you a rock star role model of the week. You can apply on Facebook at Bare Elements, subject line Podcast Opportunities. One of the quotes I read that truly reminds me all that she just told us about is treat your hair like royalty. It's the crown that you never take off. And that crown couldn't be more beautiful than the long, glorious pink mermaid hair that she wears. Kanisha's beauty, though, doesn't stop skin deep. She raises others around her through her passion and on the side always being many women's #1 fans. She's proof that you don't have to put others down to succeed. She's a true role model and she's so young. Stop thinking that your past defines you and just realize you are the only one stopping you. Kanisha was such a young mother with the cards stacked against her, and yet she was able to still follow her dreams 3 children later. They should never be your excuse. They should be the reason why you continue fighting and chasing your dreams. Go check her out at the Posh Salon, where she will be teaching you all the hair care info and life inspirations that you need. Don't forget to come on back where we have Miss Allison Field coming to you straight from the Mesa, where she is at her new retreat center. She gets to talk to us all about how she was able to have a goal, she defined it, created it, and all within a short time span. Come back and listen to all that she has to tell us. If you like this podcast and found any value in my words, please like and subscribe. Snap a picture and post it to your social media, and don't forget to tag me to get recognition in future episodes. That's a wrap.